Hi. Who is good? When we say good, what exactly do we mean? Is this based on social norms or spiritual understanding of the word good? Or what an individual needs? Is it selfish? Yes. Join me as we see how to define a person's goodness. Welcome to Diaspora Forum. Watch this. Like we always say, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. Kindly click that button over there, and then you can watch other videos we produce in our channel at Diaspora Forum. And I will always say, click the button, the subscribe button, so that anytime we produce our videos, you get it. It will be sent straight to you. Remember, we'll be going Patreon soon, so we look forward to your help when we finally get there. Once again, thanks for all you've been doing. Who said, who is good? We're talking about a good man. How do we know who is good? Is it based on our individual needs, or is there a definition for somebody that meets the term for a good man? But first of all, let's hear what our ancestors have to say. Take a look at that. Yes, a good man gone wrong is usually a bad man found out. Yes, that's what our ancestors have to say about this. That's an African proverb. A good man found out is usually a bad man inside. So we might as well be talking about a wolf in sheep's clothing, and that's why the picture is right there in front of you. That's good. All right. Once again, did you know? Take a look at that. For our Did You Know today, I like to use Uncle Tom. Yes, Uncle Tom, as an example of a whitewashed history. How we say things and we think we know what we're saying, but we are not actually saying the right thing. I would like to use the case of Uncle Tom to show you the danger of inherent in consuming a whitewashed history. To most of us, the phrase Uncle Tom is synonymous with a black person who has sold out his or her race. The character Steven from Django, played by Samuel Jackson, is a perfect example of someone commonly referred to as a Tom. In actuality, the term Sambo better fits the characteristics we often ascribe to Uncle Tom. The racial term Sambo, or in my local parlance we say Sabo. Yes, it's a West African term. Today we use the word wrongly because of the way it has been portrayed. As such, we call sellouts amongst us Uncle Tom. How wrong are we? Fact is, Uncle Tom was a man who refused to beat colored women. Yes, Uncle Tom was a good man. He was a man who refused to tell on other slaves. Yes, that's Uncle Tom for you. Uncle Tom was a man who would put cotton in other slaves' bags at night so that they won't be beaten in the morning. Yes, that's Uncle Tom for you. That's the real Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom was a man who helped 100 slaves get free long before Underground Railroad. Uncle Tom was a man that once free, he established the first laborer slave school for other fugitive slaves. His name was Josiah Henson. Yes, take a look at that picture there. That's the real Uncle Tom. He was a good man. Josiah Henson. He was an author, a minister, an abolitionist. He was born into slavery at Port Tobacco, Maryland. He escaped to Canada in 1830. There, he founded a settlement and laborer school to other fugitives. So next time, now you know, next time when you say Uncle Tom, you actually mean Sabo, not Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom was a good man. But it was washed to make you believe Uncle Tom was a bad man. Now you know. Like I always say, welcome to Diaspora Forum. Yes, like I said before, who is a good man? Yes, to us, a good man is kind. He's forgiving. He's considerate. He's generous. He's giving. He's loving. A good man is passionate. He's informed. Yes, these are qualities, these are adjectives we ascribe to a good man. Yes, he communicates his needs, his views, and not condemn others or accuse others. Yes, that's a good man. He shows up for his children. He's at home, he's responsible. He listens. Yes, but hold on. Does such a person exist? Yes, we must ask ourselves, does such a person exist? Or is it a figment of our imagination? Do we create such a person just to make it difficult for us? Because we think we can't find a good man. Deep down, I believe there are ingredients of everything but the good and the bad. The wolf and the sheep in each person. It all depends on us. How we receive people. Our approach. We get somebody and we decide to make a good man out of him or her, depending who you are and what you're looking for in each person. We must not give up on people. We all have what it takes. All we have to do is to make the best of who God has given us as individuals. What do you think? Think about that. The man in your hand is a good man. There's nothing wrong with him if you walk with him. I really need to hear from you. Now, shout out for the day. Take a look at this. Our shout out for the day is Mr. George McLaurin. Yes, Mr. George McLaurin. Take a look at that picture on your screen. Please take a close look at these pictures. Tucked in the corner is Mr. George McLaurin. A clear case of separate but unequal. Imagine the mental torture of man's inhumane treatment to fellow human beings. Mr. George McLaurin was the first colored man admitted to the University of Oklahoma in 1948. He was forced to sit in a corner, far from his Caucasian classmates, but his name remains on the honor roll as one of the 3 best students of the university. These are his words. Some colleagues would not look at me like I was an animal. No one will give me a word. The teachers seemed like they were not even there for me, nor did they always take my questions when I asked. But I devoted myself so much that afterwards they began to look for me to give them explanations and to clear their questions. Lesson learned? Focusing yourself to be accepted by others is a waste of time. Rather, focus on yourself and your value, and they will come to you and ask questions. For this, we say thank you to Mr. George McLaurin. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. And that's our shout out for the day. Once again, if you look up, you see my information. I really believe in us as a people. I look forward to hearing from you. Yes, you have a good man in your hand. Make the best out of it and not what is in your head. Once again,